Omaha Public Schools' newest bus provider will start hiring. The district, after using Student Transportation of America for a decade, is partnering with another company. Our Bella Caracta joins us live in the studio with why the CEO thinks their model will address the driver shortage in Omaha.
Erin, it's no surprise that the Silicon Valley-based company Zoom is bringing new technology to Omaha. Here you can get a glimpse at some of what Omaha Public Schools can expect. Real-time maps with status updates for families and students. With a hiring event happening tomorrow, the CEO answers our questions about what makes them different from STA.
When we get into the districts, parents and districts see day and night difference.
Zoom transportation can be found in major American cities like Los Angeles, Seattle, and Chicago. Now they're coming to Omaha after 10 years and many complaints with Student Transportation of America.
We do recognize over the last few years there were some challenges.
This week, the company will look to kick off the hiring process on Wednesday and Thursday.
The drivers are actually the heart of our service.
They're looking to hire most of the former STA drivers. She says they're targeting 230 drivers for 185 routes. When asked what staffing looks like in other districts they serve, she painted a positive picture.
Most of these districts were in driver shortage, and when we started, these districts have faced no driver shortage.
The CEO attributes that to their new buses, advanced technology, and competitive benefits and wages. This, she says, benefits the families.
Is the school bus coming on time? Is the bus there? They can prepare their child and get them out of the house instead of waiting for the bus in the cold. All of these make a big difference in the life of the parents and peace of mind for both for the child and for the parents.
And as we said, they're hiring this week. Here are the details on that fair happening tomorrow and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Omaha's Element Hotel. The salary range for these new drivers is $25 to just over $28 per hour. On your side in the studio, Bella Caracta, 6 News.